a huge stuff that I'm going to build on. It's not a huge thing that I'm going to build on. So let's start with appropriate steps. Let's talk to Python. So let us take a little bit simple example of mathematics. Try doing something maths at the prompt. 1 plus 2, 12 minus 3, 9 plus 5 minus 15. So what operators are used in it is plus and minus. So let's do a little bit mathematics. If you need to build a calculator, if you need to build anything of your own, you want to make an impression over your classmate, you want to make an impression over somewhere. So it's a basic thing in which you're going to build a simple calculator with the help of instruction. So these are the set of instructions you're going to build on. So let us see, like 1 plus 2, it will show us 3 because we don't even need to ask that what we are going to do and how you're going to solve it. So it's a computer that automatically solves or each and every set of instruction which we are going to provide our system. It automatically solves each and every set of instruction. That solution translated into a language that computer can understand. So it's automatically do anything which we are going to make on. Okay. Another example of division and multiplication we can do in a very same way. Each and every information, like 2 multiplied by 7 is 14. So each and every information is going to about, you don't even need to tell your system what to do. It automatically translates with the help of some kind of operators, some kind of languages, like a division problem. So what you are getting it, like if I say 8 divided by 5, so we got 1. So again 8 divided by 2, we got 4. So it's a simple mathematics. Python is a very simple language where a human can easily understand what does it mean. Like you all know what does it means, like 8 by 4 means 2. 10 by 3 is 3.33333. So it depends what kind of problem you are giving to your system. You're going to give your system. So each and every information comes in terms of float and integers. Integers are those points, those numbers which are without a decimal points, while float are those numbers which include decimal points. In each and every information collected by system itself. Like there are many other operations and operators in mathematics which we are going to deal in this course, in this class, and through which you're going to learn a lot of things. Like you are going to learn a lot of games as well. Like most of you want to design any graphical application like a fidget. So here it is. Each and everything you can design, you can work in this way. Like if I'm going to say Pac-Man, most of you love to play Pac-Man. So yes, we have a Pac-Man game in this way. So you just need to put 3 to 4 steps to make this happen. First step, you need to learn how does it work. Second, you need to focus on this, on your motivation. Third, you need to check your skills. And fourth, the last one, you need to be very confident when you are going to do anything in programming. You need to be very sure that yes, you can do it, because in each and everyone can do anything. Like most of you know how to play Tron. It's a little bit game where nothing you want to be collide, because when it happens, it automatically ends. So in each and every way, each and every program needs to be an end. So it depends what kind of program you are going to write, what kind of program you are going to do. So let's take another example, then go back to that. Okay, it's going to be this example. So this is an ant. How ant actually, the insect, how it actually works, how it actually go, how ant is actually working on things. And there are a lot of other example as well. So we are going to build a lot of games in it. We are going to make a lot of stuff in it. Well, this is one of the example of bouncing ball, and just help of graphics, we can make a lot of other games as well. But how are we gonna make it? We can make it with the help of these operators, mathematics, and with the help of strings. Before we are going to move on strings, you need to practice a little bit on these kind of programs, these kind of instructions. It's actually instructions which your computer can easily understand. Like if I'm going to say this instruction, I'm going to give to my computer, it does return with the name of true. Yes, my instructions are good to go. Okay, so let us from you, is it easy to work on a Python or not? Everyone, is it easy to work on it?
Yeah, until now it's alright.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Anything
Yeah,
else? Anyone else? Or any
it's
suggestion
good.
you want? Okay.
It's fun.
Okay. Anyone who have any kind of suggestion you want to make?
I just had one question. Will we get the presentation as well at the end?
What kind of?
Like the presentation you're showing us, will we get the PowerPoint of it?
Okay, yes, you'll get it. You will get it.
All right, thanks. Thanks.
Welcome. Okay. Now, another example of addition and multiplication or something like it. What if I ask you, okay, before we are going to do that, I'm going to show you how you're going to download these softwares so we can work it on from today and you're able to do programming. So most of you know about Python and Python. So just you want to go on the Google and just type PyCharm. It's work like you just have to download PyCharm community version, not the professional version, because the professional version we are not going to use in it. So it's going to be like a community version, Python community and Python. And that Python would be like 2.7, 2.7.18. So you'll find that version over here. You just have to go with it, For Windows operating system, you need to download Windows x86 64 MSI installer. For Macintosh, it's macOS 64-bit installer. If you have 32-bit operating system, then you don't even need to download all these things, because you need to do your practice work on online platform. It's Replit. So it's more into a desktop application or a desktop design. So you just need to create a new REPL, because no one is able to download it. It's already an online platform. You just need to find the Python and create REPL, and whatever you want to create it, you just need to make sure that your REPL is working correctly on this way. Like, I'll show you how you're gonna make a REPL program over here. Like if I say 2, 1 plus 2, press enter, it's 3. So it's totally working like this platform. So you don't even need to panic if you don't have a 64-bit operating system. Now, for more things of mathematics and the rules of mathematics, we can code a lot of things in these kind of platforms, in which you can code anything, in which you can do anything. Like, you want to, let's make a little bit small program. In which we are going to print a calendar, in which we are going to print something like it. For that, we need to import something. Now, what we are going to need to, why we need to import something? Because we need to import some kind of settings. What kind of settings? That our computer can, settings are the set of actually instructions. That instructions help us to run our program, and the computer can easily understand that program. So whatever we need to write, it's always be like that way. So let's take a calendar example, and we can make it in 2 different ways. So I'm going to import calendar, and then I'm going to use a variable. C is a variable in which I'm going to store the set of instruction for a calendar. Now I'm going to store a set of instruction in my calendar, in which I'm going to classify my calendar in a text field. Now I need to print my calendar, and I need to start my month with the help of, with the day, like today is Saturday, with Saturday. I need to start my calendar with the help with Saturday. Okay. Now for what year we need to print a calendar. So I'm going to use a string, str for string. In upcoming lectures, we are going to learn what is string and how we're gonna make it. And now my variable, which concludes my information. As I told you, we are going to use mathematics. So it's format like month. So I'm going to put 2020, and what month we need to print on. What month calendar we need to print on. So I say 7. And I'm going to print str, and it will show us the month of July of 2020. And our calendar starts from Saturday, ends on Friday. So this is a basic example that our computer can understand the set of instruction gave towards A computer that stores some information. Now our computer stores an information like a calendar. Now this is a basic information that our computer can understand. Our computer can learn. Now, we are going to make a calendar with another way. It's a one way and another way. The easy one, I guess. I'm again going to import math. Now, I'm going to use mathematics into it. Now I'm going to use calendar again. Now, what year we need to print a calendar? What year? So it's y equals to 2020. And what month we need? It's 7. Now I'm going to print calendar. What month we need to print? So we need to move like year and month. Okay, so we miss a bracket and it will show us again a calendar but in a different format. Now our calendar starts from Monday. Here we just wrote our calendar starts from Saturday. Now our calendar starts from Monday. So there are different ways to do programming in Python. And let's take another example of calendar, then we are going to move forward with it. Now I'm not going to do any mathematics, so I'm just going to need to import a calendar. Now I'm just going to print it. Now what month we need to print on? What month? So I'm going to say 2020. CALENDR calendar, and I'm going to put on, so 2020 calendar will be like print calendar. What month we need to print on? It's gonna be like 2020. Do we need anything like okay, so we are going to need, we don't even need for, so just one space. I'm going to put a space between the columns, so it will show us the calendar of whole year of 2020. Now the one is only represent the spaces between these digits. If you're not going to, if you don't want to print by one, so it's okay. So let's do it like without a 1. It will show you minor difference, nothing else. Okay, so indentation expected. Okay, we just put a space over that part. Okay, just minimize the space. Okay, here we go. Now, as you see, there is a little bit difference between these two. There are a little bit difference, and that difference only a programmer can easily understand. So these are the 3 different examples in which we are able to make a simple calendar, in which we are going to make a simple stuff with the help of some instructions. That instructions tells the computer what to do with the data. So in this case, our data is calendar, and it's good to know, like okay, let's move forward a little bit with the pointing, the float and the integers as well. In real programming, floats and integers are used in this kind of games, like Flappy Bird. If I'm going to show you Flappy, so our program integers and float work in a Flappy Bird. Don't worry about the huge code. In this course, you are going to learn how to code it. So these are the mathematics. These are the mathematics in which you are going to set each and everything in mathematics. This is an example of float. So in real world, our integers and float works in games. So this is the most famous game of Flappy Bird. Here you can have it. You can play it. And you can make a lot of games in it, as with the help of an integers and float. Okay, let's take an example for an integer. Okay, so I'm going to say a is equals to 25. I press enter. Okay, now if I say type a, it will show us a is an integer. A is an integer. If I say b equals to 7.8, and if I need to know what type of b is, it will show us b is in float. So b is a category of float. If I'm going to add these two numbers, a plus b, and I'm going to say print c, so what will be the answer? Is it in float or it will be in integer? So what do you say? What you guys say about it? The answer will be in float or the answer will be in integer?
It will be in float.
Okay. And why is it so?
Because if you add integer with float, the answer will be float. Always, it will be the same.
Okay, that's a good
Yeah.
answer. That's a good answer. And it will show us 32.8. And whenever I say type C, it will show us the information that the C can contain. So C is in float. So this is a basic example. The float will come up with the decimal point and the integer will come up with no decimal point. So it depends in each and every criteria. Okay, so Aliyan Bhatti, what do you say about it? If I'm going to quote another example, like A equals to 7.0 and B is equals to 9 and C equals to A plus B. So what will be the answer of C?
Is it gonna be float?
It's gonna be in float. Why? Because 7.9. Do you think it's gonna be in float?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about it, Bisman?
Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
Bisman. Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay. Yeah, I think as well is float.
Okay. And Azan, what do you think about it? Azan, were you able to hear us?
Okay, a float.
Float. Okay. So what do you think about it, Umar and Abu Bakr?
It's gonna be float.
It's gonna be float. Okay. And Rehan and Arush, what do you say about it? Rehan. What do you think about it? It's gonna be in float or it's gonna be in integer?
Float.
Float. So both of your answer would be like float. Yes, it will be in float because of the category. We just put our instructions here. It's 7.0. So it's gonna be in float, in floating points. You guys are very much good. Okay, let's take another example. If I say a equals to 9.9 multiplied by 2 and b equals to 8, c equals to a divided by, okay, it's not gonna be, it will be difficult if I say divide. So if I'm going to say a plus b, so now what will be the c? Now our c would be in float, would be in integer. What do you say about it? Okay, it's gonna automatically print on the screen. So definitely it's gonna be like float. So our category would be in float. Now come to an operators. What do you think about this equation? 5 is less than 4 plus 3. Does it true or not?
Can you repeat the question, please?
My question is 5 is less than 4 plus 3. Is it true?
That's false.
That's false. How are you gonna say it?
Because when you add 4 plus 3, it's 7, I guess.
So definitely
obviously 5. Yeah.
then 5 is less than 7.
5. Oh yeah. So 5 is less than 7. Sorry. I understood it the other way.
Okay. And
Yeah. Sorry.
okay, got it. So what do you think about Alian?
Yep. I think 5 is smaller than 7,
But
so it's true.
is it true? Like 5 is smaller than 7? Is it true? Like just check the equation. The equation is 5 is less than 4 plus 3. Like if I say a is equals to 5 is less than 4 plus 3, does it true or false?
I think it is true because if you add 4 plus 3, it equals 7, and so 7 is bigger than 5. So I think it is true.
Okay. Bisman,
Yeah,
it's true.
I think the same thing is true.
Okay. What about Azan?
It's true.
Okay. And Abu Bakr and Umar?
I think it's true.
Rayhan and Arush?
We think it's true.
It's true. So let's check it out. Okay, A, it's true. Yes, definitely A will be true. If I reverse the operator, does it remain the same?
No.
That's good. It will be false. So these are things which we're gonna do with the help of operators, with the help of things. Okay, let's take another example. 12 plus 1 is greater than equal to 12. Is it true or false?
It's gonna be true.
It's true.
Let's check again. 12 plus 1 is greater than equal to 12.
Oh, there's a great. It's greater sign. Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna be false.
Yeah, it's gonna be false then.
False.
Okay. Alian, what do you think about it? It's gonna be false or true?
I think it's gonna be true because 12 plus 1 is 13, and
Yes.
13 is bigger than 12, so I think it is true.
It's true.
True.
Okay. What do you think about it, Bisman? Basman, actually.
Yeah. I think it's false.
It's false. Okay. How would you able to justify it? How are you gonna say it's false?
Because 12 plus 1 is 13 and 12 is greater than
Let's check again.
if, if
Let's check again. It's greater than, equal to at the same time. Abdul Muiz, what do you think about it right now?
Yeah, so 12 plus 1 is 13, yeah? So if you 13 is greater than 12, but it's not equal to 12.
Yes, then it's
So it's going to
false.
be false. Yeah.
So your final decision is totally false.
Yeah, it's false. Yeah, it's false.
Okay. So Rayan and Arush, what do you think about it? It's false or true? Rayan,
True.
true. How? Rayan, how are you gonna say it? It's true.
12 plus 1 is bigger than.
It's greater than 12, but there is a sign which says it's equal to. Okay, let's check it. It's true. Now, all of you who said it's false, now where you went wrong? Let's check that again. As I told you, there is a sign is greater than and equal to at the same time. At the same time, it checks both condition, the greater than and equals to. It's not even the complicated program. So Rehan and Arush gave the right answer.
Me too.
Yes, you do, Rian. Okay, let's check it once again. 12 plus 1 is greater than 12, but at the same time, it shows an equal to sign as well. So according to the rules of mathematics, when you have a greater and equals to, it remain goes with the answer. So it's a mathematics rule. While working in the gaming, while working in programming, you always follow some rules. You always follow some mathematics, a little bit mathematics. Like if I'm going to change the sign with smaller than, now what will be the answer? It will be false, because now I just replace greater sign with the smaller sign. So it depends sometimes. And if I say it's only equal to 12, then it's gonna be false or the syntax error, because we don't even assign any operator. And if I'm going to say equal equals to 12, then it's gonna be false, because 13 never equals to 12 until unless we make some kind of rules. Okay, with the help of these operators, this operator, we can have games like, I'll show you another game. With the help of these operator, we can able to make this kind of games. Maze. We just have to solve the puzzle. You just have to go. Now this is your way out. This is your way out. You just have to find out where you, and this is another way out. So if I'm going to start, or you want to move out from here, so you have a lot of ways to move out. So if I'm going to start from this way, so this is our starting point. So these are, okay, let's start it again. So with the help of greater than and smaller sign, we are able to do a lot of maze running as well. We can make a lot of things. Like if I'm going to say this way, this way, this way, so this way, this way, this way, this way. So it will conclude each and everything with the help of greater than and equal to operator. Why greater than equals to operator? Because if you see in this way, it always show when your operator is less than something, it moves towards a crossing line. It moves towards here. It stops you from moving. It stops you from doing anything. Like this way. You went wrong, it stops you. While you are in the line, it's work again. So according to the given criteria, this is the wrong way. Now this is a good way, but it stops you here once again. So you have nowhere to go. So these are a little bit examples in which we are going to code using these operators. These operators which help us out in making these kind of games as well, these kind of instructions as well. Let's take this example. Now, in this example, you will see 16 multiplies by 2 equals to 32. Is it correct?
Yes.
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 Okay, so that's a very simple one. Let's check another one. 16 not equals to 16. Is it true
That's
or false?
False.
It's false.
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 It's definitely false.
Are you sure about it?
Yeah.
If I say, okay, let's check it. Let's check that way. Let's check this one. Okay, that's good. Was the previous one? So 16 not equals to 16. Okay, so we shall ask this question from Azan Shahid. Would you able to hear us, Azan?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so what will you say about it? Is it true or false?
It's false.
Okay, that's good. And what do you think about this example? Is 5 is greater than equal to 6?
It's
That's
false.
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 False. False.
False.
Okay,
False.
so each and everyone said this is false. And if I say 5 is greater than equal to 4 plus 1. Now, what will be the answer?
True.
Okay. Alian, what do you say about it?
They're both the same number, so they're both equal. So I think it's false.
Okay. And what do you think, Azan?
I think it's true.
It's true. Abdul Muis?
I think it's false. Because it's not greater. They're equal. They're both equal.
Okay. And what do you think about it, Besman?
I think it's false.
Okay. It's true. Who said that?
Me.
Okay, Umar.
Me.
Okay, Abu Bakr. And okay, let's check it. It's false. No, it's not false. I just tricked you. It's true. It's not false.
I knew it.
Why it's false? Because it's never be an equal. It's never be an equal. 5 is greater than equal to 4. Then we are going to add something. So it's gonna be like true. So 5 is greater than equal to true. Now, take a little bit trick. Like I did before. If I'm going to say 5 is greater than equal to 6 minus 1 plus 1 plus 0 minus minus 1 and plus 1. What will be the answer right now?
False. It will be false.
5.
False.
Okay, and what do you think about it, Abdul Muiz? Where did you go?
Are you asking is it true or false, or are you
Yes.
asking
I'm just asking it's true or false.
I think it's gonna be false.
How are you going to say it is false?
Because I think it's true because the final answer of this, it might be 5, if I'm not wrong.
Let's check it again.
So
Let's check that again.
It's false.
Everyone, just check it again. 5 is greater than equals to 6 minus 1 plus 1 plus 0 minus 1 and plus 1. So what will be the answer?
False.
I think
It's gonna be false.
Okay. And Abdul Muiz, now your answer is?
it's still confusing. I don't know. It's true.
Okay, so I'll take it as a
Because
compliment, or you decided that's true.
I think it's true.
Okay. What do you think about Alian? Alian, what do you think about it?
I think it's false
Okay. And why so?
because 5 is smaller than 6.
And what do you think about these numbers after 6?
These numbers, you just have to solve it to get the answer.
So what you'll get it? 6 or 5?
6.
Okay. And Bisman, what do you think about the answer? It's true or false?
I think it's true.
Okay. And Azan, what do you think about it?
It's false.
It's false. And Rihanna Rush, what do you think about it? It's false or true?
False.
And why it's so? It's false. Why? How? You can say it's false.
6 is greater than 5.
Okay. Now let's see. Just Abdul Muiz, just see once again. These all things cancel itself,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
shows us a syntax error. Nothing else. I told you before that I'm going to trick something. I'm going to trick you in something. So it's a trick. It's a trick. It's nothing like anything else. Whenever you have a condition like it, it's false. It's never be gonna true.
I told you.
As you see, okay, let's come back here. As you see, whenever you are not going to conclude anything, when you are not going to conclude anything, these are the examples which can easily be quoted. This is a wrong way. This is a wrong way. Yes, in addition, you can add it, but in negative point, you never have a chance to add something into it. If you need to add it, you just need to remove the spaces. And again, you will see true. As I told you guys, I'm going to trick you. So I put spaces into it. So each and every space represent not equal to. Whenever you put spaces in this programming, in this language, it will show you an error. So I'm going to remove these spaces as well. Now it's false because at the end of it, it always remains 6, not 5. So this was the trick. This was the easiest trick I did. Okay, let's take another example.
I have a question. Can you go back to the slide?
Yes.
Yeah. Here, you showed the spaces in between them.
It's just a
So
slide. It's just a
according
slide.
here, yeah.
It's just a
Okay,
slide
that's fine.
because while making a slide, it's automatically
Mhm.
while showing to you guys. So the difference between the numbers and operators. So I put spaces in it because if we don't put spaces in between it, so it's gonna be like messy stuff. We are not even
Yeah.
able
So I was
to.
comparing this to the coding, so I
Okay,
didn't.
okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah. So,
Got it. Now, it's a rule in Python. You don't even have to code a space in Python. While working in Python, there is nothing like a space. There is nothing like a space. It always be like a one way. It always be like a one string. So,
all right, that's clear now. Thanks.
okay, and let's take another gaming example out of it. So it's gonna be like Minesweeper. I guess most of you can play this game. So it's gonna be like more into a trick. As I told you, I'm going to put a trick. So it's always gonna be like not equal to, not equal to. How? It will be in the coding. So if I'm going to say question mark, I'm out because it's gonna be like dead. If I open this one, it opens 0 and 1. If I say 1, 0, 1, 0, and I already did before because whenever I started, it shows me x x x x x all over the program. It means I'm already on the 0 position of this program. So this is one of the example in which we are going to use operators and as well as these numbers in negative, positive, and with the help of each and every operations, we can code these kind of stuff, these kind of you can say games. Like another example of it, it's ping pong ball and you just have to move. Okay, so it's dead now, so let's start it once again. So there are a lot of examples which you can make easily with the help of these operators and functions. So these are the tiles. You just make it like you have played a lot of games. So tiles made with the help of these conditions. Like how? If I'm going to say 1, 6, so I'm going to put it here like 6, 10. Okay, so 1, okay, so just put 2 here, 12, 6, 10, 2. Now the 3 is above there, 4. So you need to put each and everything with the help of that conditions. So what condition you're gonna be made, you're gonna be used. So it helps you to make your own tiles. It's gonna be a little bit hard, but it's not like that hard that you're going to have everything that you
100%.
ever need. As in, it's
Oh, I can pause the stream.
okay. Now
No.
it's yes, Azan, you want to say something? Okay, I guess not. Okay, so while in the programming in Python or robotics or something like it, we always need to code like stuff like this way. The stuff in which we are going to code a difference between not equal to, less than, greater than, and greater than equals to. With the help of these operators, we are able to make these kind of games, and with also with the strings as well. Now, before we are going to do strings means in which we are going to print words. Like, I'll show you a little bit. If you want to say hello to Python, you just have to write hello Python in double quotes and it will say hello Python. If I'm going to say hello, H-E-L-L-O, hello, Umar. So it will say hello, Umar. So programming is the only way. So this is an example of string. This is how you're gonna code a string in which you're going to have a lot of stuff and strings as well. Strings in which you have, you can have a lot of stuff, because with the help of strings, you can do much more than a string. So these are the operators which we are going to use with the help of strings, variables, and a lot more into this stuff as well. So strings, operators, and like you can say anything in string. While you're going to say anything, like if I say A equals to hello class, and if I'm going to say A, it will show us hello class. I'm not going to need to write a print statement or a statement like in which we are going to code a lot of things. No. Whenever we have a print statement, we can just write through it. We can just make through it. So we have a lot of things in which we are going to code a lot more than anything, a lot more than a lot of stuff.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yes?
About strings. Everything inside code is everything. I mean, everything inside codes is strings, right?
Yes.
All right, that's fine. I just wanted to be clear.
Okay. Abdul
If it's a number as well?
No. It could be, but if a number is in the codes, like I'll show you, it will show us a string a little bit, but it depends. While in the initial programming, yes, it will be a string, while I have a number like 6 or 3 or something like it. So A would be a string, not a number.
Okay.
If I say type A, so it will show us a string type. But while working in a programming, like a gaming, and I'm going to show you an example of it, in which, okay, here is an example in which string is not just a variable, like in this way, like you will see menu, restart, and Q. So if I say, if I press M, it will show us a menu, like here, the above screen on your left corner, you will see FPS, 16, score, and 0. So while I'm going to make a move with the help of a key, so it will move like, and with the above key, I'll start my car. And it will show me the directions. And if I'm going to stop it, it will stops. And so this is the only way I can make it through with the help of strings. Sometimes your variable, yes, it will be in strings, but sometimes it will not. Like you see the car is moving, okay, the other cars is coming, and you just have to make it move. And these are program made with the help of the graphic library. So each and every way you just have a put the dimensions and definitions and a lot of ways in which you can code a lot of different programming as well. So this is the way you can, okay, before, okay, that strikes and it stops. Okay, so this is the basic way in which you're going to code strings, but those strings, those numbers in which these numbers are not for the numbers, these are the strings, and somehow in below these numbers are actually the numbers in which we are going to code like a number. So it depends what we are going to do with the help of strings, what we are going to print into a string, and what we are going to do into with the help of a string. So there are a lot of examples in a strings, rules, quotes, and yes, one more important thing. One more important thing? If I'm going to write something like Ali, it will show us an error. Ali is not defined because here Ali is treated as a variable. Ali is treated as that variable which cannot be coded into any programming language, because your program can only understands the way your computer can understand. Ali is just a name. Your computer is not even able to understand Ali without quotes. Either is single quote, either is double quote. While working in a double quote, it means we are going to request our compiler to compile it. While in a single quote, it means our compiler easily understand the way we are talking to our computer, talking to our system. So dependency is always depends on the system. So these are the basic examples in which we are going to use strings and a lot more stuff. This will be the introduction, and this is actually the introduction which we are going to code into the class, which we are going to deal in the class. So let us take your opinion. Okay, so at the end of this course, we are going to make something like, I'll show you a little bit example. At the end of the day, what you're going to make it with the help of this programming. So at the end of the day, you're able to make your own micro robotic system, which can easily translate any language into your computer system, which can translate anything. Even it can calculate your heartbeat as well. Just you have to touch the sensor and it will calculate your heartbeat as well. So this will be the hardware which we are going to use and which we are going to code, and there are a lot more into it. There are a lot more. Yes, there are a lot more. With the help of this programming, we are able to build. Okay, let me show you something like what you're able to build about after this program. So this will be your first project. This will be your first project in which you are going to make a sensor device. You don't even need to find a huge thing. You just need to use a cotton cloth, a string, and a needle. That's it. And a battery and a silicon chip, which we are able to make it with the help of plastic, through which you can easily calculate your heartbeat. Even nothing will touch your body. It's on your t-shirt. It will be on your t-shirt. This will be your first project. This will be your first project after 2 weeks of this course. You will actually get this project to make it on and work it on. It's just a piece of paper, you can say, that you have everything at your home. You have everything at your home that you are able to build it on. You can able to build anything with the help of it. If I'll show you other examples like it. Okay, let's go with sessions and okay, so I'm going to show you something like okay. So with the help of strings, we are able to build You're able to build. Let me show you something like. These will be the introductions of that you're going to build on, and nope, that one that way. Let me have it microcraft method scripts. These are the actually robotics. Okay, so here we have like microbotics project. Yes. So this will be your fourth project in which you are going to create a necklace like it, in which you are going to create something. You have everything at your home, and you will find the directions into it, and you will find the lights. You can make it step counter. You can make it like it's just a way. You can have everything at your home. You don't even need to find difficulty to make any projects. It's a mood badge in which it calculates your mood with the help of your voice, with the help of your words, with the help of your stuff. It finds you're angry. It will say uh, if you're not angry, then it will find the way. You are not angry. If you're happy, then it will let you know happy. So these are the basic examples which we shall do in this course, and with the help of these kind of stuff, we are able to design everything in it. We are able to design with the help of strings, graphs, and a lot more. But we're gonna start with the help of this example, in which we are going to find a little bit more blocky stuff, like you all played with blocks or something like it. So we are going to make it move like it. Okay, so let's talk about you guys. So tell me about the today's session. So let me start from Abdul Muiz. What do you think about it now?
It was pretty good. I kind of understood everything. It was, I think it was, everything was basic. It was introduction, so I know it will be basic today.
Yes, it's an
Uh,
introduction, so yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty much, I understood everything. But I have a question.
Yes.
Do we have to download anything else other than
Nope.
PyCharm?
Nope. I'll
No.
give you the instruction. I will give you the every instruction which you are going to download. It will be in the PPT form or the PDF, so you can easily download each and every library we need to use in this course, and each and every source code, and you can say that compiler. So I'll give you each and every way, everything, time to time.
All right, that's fine. Thank you.
Most welcome. So best man,
Yeah,
what do you think about today's lecture?
yeah, it was basic, and I pretty much liked it. The way uh, you're explaining things.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. And Azan Shahid, now your opinion.
Yeah, it was decent. It's good for a starter. Yeah.
You
And it
already
teaches.
know about Python before, right?
No. I know a bit of C sharp.
Okay, C sharp. Okay.
Yeah, and a little bit of Java, but I don't know much
Oh,
about Python.
yes,
So
yes.
yeah.
It's more like the same way, the C sharp and the Java. It's more into the same way, but the syntax is totally different. So, what do you think about it, Abu Bakr and Umar?
It was good and I understood most of it.
Okay, and Abu Bakr?
I think it was good and basic.
Yes, it's basic. So we'll start from the basic towards advanced. And Ayan and Arush, what do you think about today's lecture? Rayan?
It was pretty fun and I understood most of it. I liked the games you were showing us.
Okay. So let's conclude our lecture. Sir Faisal, would you like to say something?
I'm here as well.
Yeah,
Arush.
Bisman. Yeah, Bisman. It's two Bisman.
Aliyan. It's Aliyan.
Aliyan.
But the name couldn't be readable.
At my side, it's Bisman. Okay, Aliyan, what do you think about it?
Yes, I quite liked this session. I liked how you taught me.
Sure. Any suggestion you want to?
Will you send us the PowerPoints?
Sir Faisal.
Yes, we have all the PowerPoint, the PDF file. After the lecture, we are going to share in a group and to individuals, and everyone could read through the steps, how to install, how to follow the steps, the definitions, and everything is there. Dr. Daud and I, we already prepared, and then we are going to share after the lecture by this evening. So you guys have an opportunity to go through, to practice, to download. We will share with you all steps from start, scratch towards the next level. And we are going to share the email address of Dr. Daud, where
Okay.
any question
That's good.
you can email to Dr. Daud as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, dear. Anyone has any suggestion? Because this is a platform where if you have any suggestion or any person who want to learn something different, we are flexible and we could, along with the course guideline, we can help you to learn if you want to learn something specific as well. Feel free to discuss, feel free to tell us. This is not like an examination session. This is a session where we can talk, we can learn, we can have a fun and support each other and to learn something new.
Yes, definitely it is.
And thank you very much, all of you. So before to leave, Dr. Daud, actually, because the Wednesday is the last day in the UK, most of the part, is everyone can tell us about from scratch. Is the weekend is okay or the working day okay? Because I have some suggestion about Thursday afternoon class.
Sure, why
First,
not?
Dr. Daud, are you flexible for
Yes,
Thursday?
I'm flexible. I'm more flexible.
Okay, Thursday, 3 p.m. UK time.
Sure.
Is instructor is flexible, can tell one by one, is from start with the Muiz. Muiz, are you flexible?
Yes, I'm alright with it.
Basman, are you flexible?
Yes, I'm all right as well.
Aliyan, Thursday, 3 p.m. UK time.
Yes, that's fine with me.
Okay, now Izan, how about you, my dear?
Say the timing again, please.
Thursday, 3 p.m. Is it okay for you?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, and now Rayan and Arush, are you okay?
Yes, yeah, okay.
Thursday, 3 p.m. Umar and Abu Bakr, are you okay?
Yeah.
All right, so Dr. Daud, can we start the first lecture on Thursday, which will be the date on 9th. Is it okay, everyone?
Yes, it's totally fine with me as well.
3 p.m. UK time, we will share with you invite by tomorrow. And by this evening or by tomorrow, we will share with you handout. And I believe we all stay together and then we learn and then we will have a good fun. Thank you very much and have a good evening and good weekend, all of you.
All of you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Goodbye.